On top of Lana Rhodes, on top of everything with Kevin Durant, we've also seen Kevin Durant beefing with Jay Williams. And Mike, I know you have an opinion on this one.
Pretty much Kevin Durant, Jay Williams goes. This is very similar to the Skip and Shannon Sharp thing that went down. And pretty much Jay Williams goes on his show, compares Kevin Durant to Giannis, and says that Kevin Durant came up and said, "Don't you ever compare me to Giannis again. Don't ever compare that dude to me."
And was this years ago, right?
That's what he claimed. I don't know when, but just in general, that's what he claimed. And Kevin Durant comments on the Instagram post saying, "This is a lie. Jay Williams can never speak for me, ever." So Jay Williams went back and says, "I stand by my." He came out this morning and said, "I stand by my story. This actually happened." And this is the exact quote: "I was probably wrong for sharing a personal story, but that's what we do. We share personal stories. But Tuesday, I sat there. I'm not going back and forth on social media. I was with my family all day staying positive. It's all good. It was meant as a compliment. There are levels to this." Kevin Durant also said something a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, Kevin Durant tweets out, "Mans will do anything to advance their careers in this media shit. Wanting to be accepted by an industry that will dispose of you whenever they please. Keep me out of all that corny ass talk about who's better and legacy and all that dumbass shit. I don't even talk like that." So it's really interesting because apparently these two actually run a business together as well. Here's the thing. I see both sides. When when Shannon Sharp misquoted Kevin Durant, I said this. These dudes are praising Kevin Durant. They're praising him. They're saying don't compare him to Giannis ever. And to be honest, you shouldn't. You shouldn't even compare the two. And Kevin Durant coming out and saying, "I never said that. How dare you misquote me?" First of all, he was in a club, okay? Maybe some adult beverages were involved. Maybe some other adult paraphernalia was involved. Maybe he doesn't remember. Maybe Kevin Durant never said it. But at the end of the day, these are people that are trying to hype you up, make you look good. In the case of Shannon Sharp, he was trying to insert Kevin Durant into the GOAT debate with LeBron, with something to do with LeBron James, comparing him to LeBron James. In this instance, Jay Williams, who is his business partner apparently, also came out and said, "Hey, don't you dare even put me in the same conversation as Giannis Antetokounmpo." And then Kevin Durant's like, "I never said that. You know, what are you trying to say here? I want to be in the I want you to compare me to Giannis Antetokounmpo. I want you to compare me to LeBron James. I don't want to be in the GOAT debate." I don't get his agenda other than I want to pick something with somebody. And it's very consistent with Kevin Durant's personality.
I want to say that I just think if he didn't say that, he just doesn't want a random beef stirring up in the middle of a series against, Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Like if you said that I said something that I didn't, I might be like, "Hey, like, yo, what's going on? I didn't say that. Like, why would you say that?" But yeah, what were you gonna say, Korzemba?
One, I would like to say that I don't think Jay Williams is telling a lie here. I think that this definitely happened. Not only because, I'm biased. I love Jay Williams. I worked with ESPN one time for the 2019 NBA Finals. I worked with Jay Williams. He was the nicest guy I've ever met in media, and he's like among the nicest guys I've ever met in general. If Anthony Davis and KD would have a baby, the similarities physically wise would be like Giannis. I go to the holiday party. KD comes up to me and says, "Yo, don't you ever compare me to Giannis." Blah, blah, blah. So Jay Williams goes, "KD, what are you talking about? I was just talking about similarities physicality wise, size, length." He's like, "No, don't ever compare me to Giannis." So this seems like something that's very trivial, I guess. But I don't think Kevin Durant, I think Kevin Durant's whole thing is that I don't think he wants anyone to have the idea that his motivation comes from anything other than himself and wanting to better himself and achieve things on his own. I don't think he wants people to think that he has some kind of edge where he wants to, prove that he's so much better than Giannis, that he wants to shut that up, that he wants to prove that he could, reach LeBron in the GOAT debate or anything. I think that seems like that's his MO. And I can definitely believe, though, like you said, Mike, that, maybe he, had some drinks, maybe whatever, and he came up and was like, he didn't like being compared to Giannis, because I just don't think he really likes being compared to people in general.
I feel like it's also, here's the thing, and I shouldn't speak like I know Kevin Durant as a person, but that sounds like something Kevin Durant would do, like Jay Williams saying if Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant had a baby, physically their characteristics would be Giannis. And then Kevin Durant bumping into a club, maybe had a couple drinks saying, "Don't you ever compare me to Giannis, ever." And then also doing the same thing pretty much here, saying, "I never said that. How dare you speak about me doing something like that?" At the end of the day, there's no way we could prove it. But here's the thing. Maybe I'm a poor judge of character, but I trust Jay Williams. I guess I feel empathy for him. I guess that's a horrible reason to trust someone. Maybe it's because of Kevin Durant's track record as well of being a little bit of a diva when it comes to trivial stuff like this. But just judging based off of Jay Williams' life, his body of work, how he portrays himself in the media, I don't really perceive him as a liar, to be honest. This is a guy that was very forthcoming about his thoughts of even taking his own life, his depression, his personal struggles. One of my first NBA videos in 2017 was on Jay Williams. So he doesn't strike me as a dishonest man at all.
Wait, quick side story. I just got to get this in here before I forget. When I was sitting there at ESPN 2019, Jay Williams looked at me and he was like, "Yo, no one's really talking about it as much as they should be." He's like, "But I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. Kyrie, Kevin Durant, Brooklyn Nets, book it." I was like, okay. You can look at my tweets. I tweeted out a prediction from myself. And I was like, oh yeah, this is going to happen. Next thing you know, Jay Williams was right. So I don't think Jay Williams got to where he got lying about players directly, So I do agree with Jay, saying like, maybe I shouldn't have, he shouldn't have brought it up, a personal story like that. Maybe he shouldn't have said anything, but I definitely don't think it didn't happen at all.
Yeah. Jay Williams seems like a really cool guy. And again, I don't know him personally. I don't know KD personally either. So I'm just going to try to remain on like the unbiased side and say like, it's impossible to really, tell what's the truth in this situation and what's not. Because at the same time, Jay Williams probably isn't going to lie on Kevin Durant. Now, if you lie on Kawhi's probably not going to come back and say something. But Kevin Durant's like one of the most outspoken players in the league. So if you tell a lie about Kevin Durant, like obviously you're going to expect him to rebuttal, to say something back. Because, this guy, like Mike said earlier, has an opinion on basically everything. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Kevin Durant, like, I don't really see him having a reason to lie. So it's like one of those situations for me to where it's just impossible to tell like what's what.
Yeah, so guys, we are capping off the giveaway to the first 40,000 subscribers that turn on our notifications for the Laced Up podcast. All you have to do to enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X is subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to do us a favor, leave a like on the pod and let me know in the comment section down below when it's done. You'll enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're going to love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.